This is a story of a young boy who was caught in the middle of his parents' very nasty divorce. She was extremely abusive, and the father struggled to get custody. She had the money and the power, but finally, after years of fighting, they broke free. The father was able to have full custody of his son. The son, young at the time, his name was Robert, and he was very, very affected by the abuse, had severe PTSD, severe OCD and anxiety and depression, and was on heavy medications. And when his father brought him to me, we decided that we would work through his trauma through our brain optimization, a natural process to bring balance back into the brain and out of that state of fight or flight. And after 10 sessions, little Robert was able to attend school once again and have a life that kids should have, playing with their friends. A couple years rolled by, and the mom continued to fight for visitation rights of her son. And finally, through the courts, her power and money, she was granted that wish, but with supervision. Until one particular visit, somehow there was no supervision, and she literally kidnapped little Robert, her little child, and held him hostage while torturing him for weeks on end because he left her. After those weeks, while the police were searching and trying to rescue the boy, he was finally found, and the mother was arrested, and Robert was returned to his father. The boy was so traumatized at this moment and this point, the father was forced to put his son into a mental institution. This totally broke my heart when I heard what happened. I told the father that I could do remote services working on his brain using our advanced quantum technologies. Even the nurses within weeks started to see improvements and able to reduce the medications. About 8 months later, as I was cleaning up, ready to close the office for the evening, a young man shows up in my office. I didn't recognize who it was. He told me he was Robert, and he had saved. And I asked, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were in a mental institution." And he said, "I got out." And I said, "How did you get here? Did your dad bring you?" He said, "No." He said he took a cab, and he said he had saved every single dollar his father gave me during his father's visits for candy. And he saved it all up so that one day when he was out of the mental institution, he could come back to me so I could put him back together again. So he reaches in his jean pockets and pulled out hundreds and hundreds of crinkled dollar bills and looked at me with great hope. I embraced him and said, "Of course." And because we're a nonprofit, I worked on him for free. Robert fully recovered about a month of brain optimization and other therapies we were able to provide. He was able to finish school and even graduate. This amazing story is one that I will never forget. He wanted to heal so bad, and he made it happen. There was no excuse. Where there is a will, there is a way.